Recently I started the biggest fishing campaign of my life, going after some seriously big carp in a lake that's over a mile long, 35 acres in size, and completely and utterly full of weed. It was going to challenge everything I knew about fishing, using the strongest tackle and trying to outsmart a group of carp that are quite possibly older and most certainly wiser than I am. I was so excited to get started, and I couldn't wait to get it all on film. However, whilst pushing my barrow into the swim I'd be fishing from, I did something kind of stupid. That silly, clumsy mistake has meant that for the last 3 months, I've been without a camera.
And a few things have happened since then, some quite big things actually, but more on that later as I'm back fishing today with my new housemate. Hello, and we're on.
If this stretch of river looks familiar, it's probably because you've seen Carl battle some of its ridiculously powerful residents on his channel. I've been desperate to fish here since way before I even knew him. It's long but narrow, a little rough around the edges, a bit like Carl actually. But most importantly, it's chock full of extremely cool, hard-fighting river carp, and I wanted to catch one.
I have actually done quite a bit of fishing since my last video. My favourite session was on my birthday when I took my wife Han for a first session since she was probably like 5 years old.
That's quite a big one.
It was great. She did a little too well, catching a handful of commons whilst I had one mirror, but it was really cool.
One place I've not yet returned to is the abandoned marina. There's no way I could go back there and not film a video, so to answer the many comments and messages I've been getting,
yes, I will be going back now that my camera's been fixed, despite having learned some pretty eerie things about the place. But I still need a fish from there, so that'll probably be my next video. Kind of want to just place this one. Have a little feel. It's alright. You've got to have one in the margin. But you'll need to move though. You can't film the whole fight just from there. But you could. Okay. Actually, do that. As soon as I get a bite, if you can just get into this position, it'll make me look very heroic and cool. How about no? Put that in next to the rod and you'll be grateful of that if you get a run, because I almost lost the rod in here the other year. There's my rods over there. Carl's a little bit closer. He's not casting yet, he's somewhere out there trying to stalk one off the top, which is a typical Carl Smith move, whereas I'm just waiting for a bite and honestly, just enjoying being out. That all said, don't get me wrong, it's not just enough to be in nature. I would like to catch nature and pick nature up and have a nice photo with nature, because it's been a while since I've seen nature up close. Quite deep down there. I've never actually set one of these up before, so this might be interesting. There you go. Okay. And now your video is set up. We got one. Oh, it's getting in the snags. Get out of there. River carp, that's so strong. Look at the bend! He's coming. Oh, unbelievable. Mate. Yeah! I said we'd be happy with one. It hasn't even got dark yet.
No, wait. I was only happy if it was one, if it was me that was catching.
Sorry, we were only happy if Tom gets one, so... There we are, off the mark already. And I think I like this river because all the carp look really different. But yeah, we're off the mark. Before it's even dark. Nice. You can finish your cup of tea now, Tom. You asked for a cup of tea? Yeah. Do Do you have a mug?
I'll have my tea in my tub of boilies. It'll have a bit of extra flavour. Oh, so I get the child's portion.
Well, you didn't bring a mug.
It's served up in a mainline Bates pop-up tub. You know they say some plastics are food safe and others aren't. That's not manufactured to be boiling hot water safe.
Oh, I've killed Carl Smith. So what's it like having to put up with me 24/7 now?
I mean, we're so new. You know, I feel like we've only been together. We've only lived together for 5 days?
Yeah, it's true. I actually live with Carl now, which is a little bit weird. And no, it's not because my missus has kicked me out. We actually had our 1-year wedding anniversary last week, which was really lovely. You're in! Oh. Run, left!
Oh, that's a carp! That's a carp! It screamed off!
That was very cool.
What a run! Oh my gosh! Pulling you off your feet. Oh wait, that's big! Holy macaroni! What a battle! Absolute scenes down there. It's like fighting a fish that's 10 times bigger than what it is.
It's true what they say, river carp really do go. They just keep pulling and never really seem to give up.
See how strong they are?
Yeah, that's so cool.
Yes!
That was really cool. That was... Well, I have not had a fight like that in possibly years, possibly ever, but this guy is my first ever river carp, and I think I've got the bug to come back here again and again and again and again, because whilst I wasn't expecting any size from the carp in here, look at this thing. What a cool one. But it's still early. There's still the whole of the night and the morning to go, so let's see what happens.
Sweet! Carp dance in 3, 2, 1. Oh.
Where was I? Yeah, so anyway, Hannah and I have made a decision to move down from Shropshire to live in Sussex, to obviously be closer to Carl because I love him, but also because it's where Hannah and I used to live. We rented together for 5 years up until the point where we got married, and 3 days after that glorious day, I was let go. I wasn't let go, the company went bump. I was made redundant and we lost our flat. I didn't get any pay for quite a while, and we had to make the hard decision to move in with my folks, which is not exactly how you'd imagine your first year as a married man to go. My mum and dad are lovely. I love you, mum and dad, very, very much. Thank you for having us. But yeah, it's been rough.
But they say life's a roller coaster, and it really is, because it was only a few weeks later that I met some random guy on the banks of the River Severn who ended up giving me the opportunity of a lifetime.
So Tom caught it. Tom actually is a decent angler.
Life can and often will throw you a curveball. It'll grind you down just to see if you can get back up. But it's during those times that it's so important to remember all that's good in your life, and that there's always hope for a whole lot more.
It's quite cold when it reaches your belly button.
We'd come to the river with low expectations. There's miles of water and the carp are free to roam any and all of it. It's not exactly the easiest place to guarantee a fish. According to Carl, bites on this stretch usually came of a morning, so for us to have had one each before the setting of the sun, we felt quite hopeful going into the rest of the night.
That's a good shout. That really finished it off. I'll mix it up a little bit. Oh, it's a nice one again. You're not even from round here, and you're the local expert.
Since I started carp fishing 4 years ago, I've never really understood how people could build up to a hit.
Okay, I'm going to say it now. If we can wake up and have 2 fish ready for a blue hour brace shot.
It's too much for us.
I normally fish for one bite, and sometimes it could take weeks. Never have I been presented with a situation where you could then keep the bites coming through hard work and determination.
You know what? It was just as I was falling asleep.
It felt like we were building up to something. This was fast becoming one of the most memorable nights fishing of my life, yet somehow the best was still to come.
And just one more carp. Oh, you're in. Got down there already. You literally just netted your fish. Carp number 6, 7. I don't know, it was a long night.
You don't look like you've had much sleep.
It's funny that. I don't think I have.
A bit more than you though.
The more I think about it, life can be a lot like a river, the way it ebbs and flows. But occasionally it will give you a fish, and if you're really lucky, a good friend too.
What a night. I know. Good job, you two.